Hi there. Thanks for watching my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, video of an ONLF leader is in circulation. We don't know about the date of recording of this video. ONLF is Ogaden National Liberation Front. Abdirahman Mahdi is its chairman. It was an armed group. It turned into a political party in 2018. Its role is crucial in the ongoing Ethiopia, Somalia tension. What did Abdurrahman say? His remarks are being seen as very controversial. Secondly, I reported last night that an Egyptian delegation had arrived in Asmara, led by Badr Abdellate, the Egyptian foreign minister. Reportedly, this delegation delivered a special message from Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, Egyptian president, to Eritrean president Isaias Afwerki, who is part of this delegation, Egyptian delegation. What is this message about? Let's start from the Somali region of Ethiopia, where we know that large-scale Ethiopian military mobilization is ongoing. Military is stepping up, ENDF is stepping up its presence along Ethiopia-Somalia border. More ENDF units are crossing into Somalia from Ethiopia. Ethiopia trying to back its assets in Somalia. Tribal elders are being conducted. Regional governments issuing statements in support of Ethiopia, bordering regional governments like Southwest State, etc. Somali region is the hub of military activities. Tribal leaders, clan leaders, Somali clans holding meetings, giving statements, telling that they are Ethiopian. Then they are Somalis. Their identity is that of Ethiopia. ONLF's role is crucial in case of any confrontation between Ethiopia and Somalia, because ONLF for years fought against Ethiopian security forces. It has been calling for the respect for the right of self-determination for the people of Somali region. ONLF is now a political party, but it is not part of Prosperity Party. It is not part of the government. PP is backing a splinter ONLF faction, which is part of Somali region government in Ethiopia. But the bigger ONLF group led by Abdirahman Mahdi is not part of ruling party in the Somali region or on federal level. ONLF boycotted the election, which was held more than 2 years ago. TPLF back then was a terrorist entity. ONLF, OLF, OFC, several other parties boycotted those elections. ONLF, if you remember, a few days ago issued a statement demanding clarity from Jula, Birhano Jula, who was heard saying that Egypt backed and formed and funded ONLF, Ola, TPLF. Jula or federal government did not issue any statement to clarify, but ONLF took offense at the statement of Birhanon Jula. Clip of ONLF leader is in circulation. One clip. And this clip shows Abdirahman talking about the identity of Somalis. He says, "We are Somalis, not Ethiopians." This clip is being shared by ONLF critics. They say that why did Abdirahman say we are Somalis, not Ethiopians? He can say we are Somali Ethiopians or Ethiopian Somalis, but he's saying we are Somalis, not Ethiopians. It means he is saying that that Somalis are not part of Ethiopia. Very controversial remarks, I think, because everyone who lives in Ethiopia is an Ethiopian too, because of the country. Their other identity is their ethnic identity. Yes, they are Somalis too, but their national identity is that they are Ethiopians. Somalia's government will try to back ONLF if any large-scale military escalation erupts between Ethiopian government and Somalia's government. Somalia will try to back arm ONLF and some other groups in the Somali region of Ethiopia. I am aware of some contacts between ONLF and some other groups in the Somali region, which are being backed by the government of Somalia. I'll do a separate video on that. But so far, we cannot say ONLF has decided to take sides and support Somalia against Ethiopia. But Abdur Rahman is being criticized. Maybe he will clarify what he said.
dhulkeenna baaxadiisa iyo khayraadkiisana annagaa iskale haddana la qaybsanayno anigoo raalina weydiin aan la qaybsanay kama tanaasulayn taariikhdeena kama tanaasulayn sharafteena soomaalinimada kama tanaasulayn anuu maanta soomaali waan ahay shalay soomaali dara soomaali dara kiisa soomaali waan ahay berina soomaali waan ahanaya sharafta iyo qiimaha aan leeyahay midna ugama cabsanayo waxa weeyaan haddii halkan liigoonayo waan u dhimanaya.
Secondly, was Egyptian President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi has sent a special message to Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean president. A video on that yesterday when Egyptian delegation arrived in Asmara, Eritrean capital. Delegation is led by Badr Abdelateh, who is the Egyptian foreign minister. Interestingly, delegation has Egyptian intelligence agency chief too. His name is Abbas Kamal. The delegation handed over a special message to Isaias Afwerki from Al-Sisi. What is this message about? It's not clear. The two sides issued a joint statement. Last time I did a video on that. They announced jointly that Egypt is not destabilizing Horn of Africa. Ethiopia, without naming Ethiopia, Ethiopia is leveling unfounded, hollow allegations. Ethiopia has made a strategic blunder. It is time to cover it up. This is what Egypt and Eritrea said in a joint statement yesterday. Well, I think that this visit of Egyptian delegation to Eritrea is about the deployment of Egyptian military in Somalia. It's not about Sudan, though Sudan could be one of the agenda points, but main point of discussions is the Egyptian military deployment. Ethiopia, I think, would do whatever it can to stop the deployment of Egyptian military on Ethiopian border. Somalia says so far no Egyptian troops have arrived in Somalia. This is Somalia's official position, but unofficially it is being said that hundreds of Egyptian commandos have already arrived in Somalia. Somalia is confirming that it has received weapons, ammunition from Egypt. It is not confirming the arrival of Egyptian military. Egyptian military will arrive in Somalia to take over as new peacekeeping force in 2025, January. But before that, we could see arrival of Egyptian military. Ethiopia knows that. That is why Ethiopia is consolidating its control of border areas of Somalia. That is why Ethiopian forces took control of airports in Gaidu and other parts of Ethiopia. I'll do a video on that in coming hours. Ethiopia is trying to stop the airlifting of Egyptian troops in Ethiopia-Somalia border areas, in Somali-Ethiopia border areas. Egypt now wants to talk to its ally, Eritrea, because it seems that Egypt and Ethiopia are going to be involved in a direct face-off in Somalia. If Ethiopian troops don't leave Somalia will take action. It will ask Egypt to support it. What will Egypt do? These are big decisions. I think Egypt wants to take Eritrea into confidence. It wants to have Eritrea support before making big decisions about coming days. Coming days or weeks are very crucial for peace and stability on Ethiopia-Somalia border. That is why Egypt wants to have Eritrea on its side before making some big decisions. Thanks for watching.